What's the scoop in the web? This your boy Q. So while I'm on my little anime binge looking to see what's new and what's out there, I stumbled across this anime called My Hero Academy, or in Japanese, Baku Hero Academia. And anime is very colorful, it's very bright, it's very character driven. The story actually takes place in like a high school setting, or actually in a junior high setting, and in this world about 15 years ago, something strange happened where about 90% of the world actually get these super abilities, which they call them quirks. Now, what I like about the quirks, even though this is a hero type show, is that not everybody has these humanistic hero abilities or looks like a human. Some people look like trees, some people have deformities, or when they're using their special abilities, they actually will transform into something else. The story takes place, like I said, in a high school setting, and it's starring a 15-year-old Izuku, who is one of the 10% of people within this world who doesn't have a quirk. The interesting thing about Izuku is that he reminds me of like a Batman if he was a kid, when, you know, minus the death of the parents. His dream is to be a hero and to eventually go to the Hero Academia, which is actually the school where you get trained to become a hero. He carries around a little notepad, and he knows all the new heroes, all their villains, their strengths, their weaknesses, their hideouts, when they debuted. And he's doing this because he's trying to become a hero. So he actually gets bullied a lot, and one of his friends, I remember his name is Kasuka. I think that was his name, but he actually was his frenemy in the story, and he bullies him all the time because he doesn't have a quirk. So one day, while being depressed and thinking about his dreams, Izuku was walking down through an alley, and all of a sudden a supervillain comes out, like a slime, and gets ready to engulf him. Actually, it engulfs him. Here comes All Might, his #1 hero and the face of all heroes in this universe. All Might saves him, and after a couple of questions and answers, Izuku asks All Might, his hero, if it's possible if he can become a hero with no quirk. So we fast forward a little, and All Might tells him, you know what, it's nothing wrong with becoming a cop or a firefighter or anything of service, because it's going to be very hard for someone, this is a normal human, to become a hero without having superpowers. Why risk your life in that manner against supervillains when you don't have to? So after hearing this news, Izuku walks back and self-consciously ends up into another battlefield zone while he was talking to All Might, the enemy, the slime enemy, escapes. So when he escapes, his friend Katsu is actually fighting the slime villain along with the rest of the city's premier heroes. But no one is able to get to the villain and try to stop him. So out of nowhere, and blaming himself and realizing what happened, Izuku decides that he's just going to jump in to save his friend, unknowing he has no powers, so nothing happens. And right at the nick of time, All Might shows up again. When All Might shows up again, he saves the day, eradicates the enemy, and all is well and good. Towards the end of this episode, this is when All Might meets Izuku at his house and then tells him that it is a way for him to get a quirk and have a power, but he needs to train for it and train for it harder, and that he should start practicing now to get ready to be accepted into the Hero Academy. So the story is really built upon heavy characterization. If you like bubbly characters and colorful schemes, and it does have a brooding part where you know something else is going to happen, this might be an anime for you. For me, I was a little hesitant in the beginning, not because of the quirkiness or because of the jokes or anything like that. I was a little hesitant because it's an ongoing series. I typically don't like to watch an anime or a show that's only 4 or 5 episodes in because I'm impatient. That means I have to sit and wait for it. But this has been your boy Q, your friendly neighborhood Negro. I'll holler at you later.